Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and I'm back with some more Choice of the Dragon. And in case you want to know, yes, this is all one recording session, but the 3 recordings so far have been really spread out because this takes forever to edit. In the last episode, we got ourselves a kingdom. Not really much else to say. So, you rule over your territory for several uneventful years. Wow, years? Really? I was gone for that long? Before your goblin minions begin to report some disturbing news. They've seen another dragon raiding within your territory, seizing tribute that ought to be yours and eating your prey. Based on their description, you realise that this dragon is none other than your elder clutchmate, dickbag Axilmeus. Axilmeus was always an overbearing brute, seeking to seize what did not belong to him. You may recall what he did to your golden shield. What do you do about Axilmeus' incursion into your domain? Well, I would be tempted to pick the second option, but if he's on the far reaches of my territory and pillaging with impunity, then what's to say he won't just keep spreading inland if I don't, inland, further towards the epicenter of my domain. I forgot the point I was trying to make. The point is, unless he is opposed, he will just keep being a dick. So,
this is intolerable. Axilmeus must be destroyed.
How dare he enter your territory? His effrontery leaves you no choice. Vigilance increases. That's not one of the stats I chose. Your rapid response also prevents it from taking some of your tribute. Wealth increases. Oh, yes. That reminds me. While I was editing one of the... I was waiting for one of the episodes to render. I was listening to Thokket song Party Ride. His professional name is Cedarwall. And... Cedarwall, if I can pronounce syllables. And... That just made me picture Calemvir singing that song, and I'm just like, okay, we have an iridescent party dragon in the house, and then suddenly ladies love him because he got cash. It's a good song, by the way. I suggest you check it out. As your elder clutchmate, Axilmeus is a foe worthy of respect. How do you plan to defeat him? Ooh, this is a lot of things. Well, if I wait for him to come to me, then I will have the advantage, but I don't think he'll fall for an ambush. I can't necessarily say that I have better maneuver, because Americans, again, cannot spell skills. I could beat him into the ground, but then he has better things. I could trick him into fighting one of my enemies, but I don't really have any enemies, and I'm not going to bribe him because... yeah. So I'm thinking... at least this way I'm being proactive.
I'll set up an ambush for the bastard.
Clever. It will be a little challenging, though, and you'll need good bait. Are you willing to risk some of your hoard as bait for him? My initial response is the second one, but no, we must persist. We've chosen a course of action, we must see it through.
Of course, there's no risk because my ambush will certainly succeed.
That's the spirit, you cocky fucker.
Rude!
You arrange for a caravan to carry a sizable portion of your hoard along past Axilmeus. The caravan makes a big show of its wealth, and Axilmeus inevitably feels the need to attack the caravan. While the caravan distracts him, you pounce on him from behind. You drive him to the ground with your weight, ripping into him with claws and teeth. Axilmeus struggles, but he's no match for you. Cunning and disdain increase. You have defeated Axilmeus. Woo! He is still alive, but you have beaten him, and he'll be unable to offer serious resistance. What do you do with him now? Now then, I could tell him to leave, but there's no guarantee that he will stay gone. And if I make him suffer, there's a chance he might survive, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to end him. This isn't just me being a dick to the dick. I'm not fighting dicks with dicks here. Couldn't say that with a straight face. But he is a clutchmate and we have siblings, and so if we kill the dick wizard, then he won't be able to be a dick to anyone else in our clutch, or anyone else. Clutch. Anyway.
Axilmeus is too great a threat to leave alive, but he is worthy of a quick and painless death.
You snap Axilmeus' neck, killing him instantly. He fought well and was a worthy fellow dragon. He was also a dick. Honor increases, and brutality... But how does brutality decrease? I killed the fucker! Kill the fucker? Oh, whatever.
Human, when you freak out like that, you sound like popcorn. I hope you're aware of this.
Oh, this is the only way of doing a hard save of this game. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing anyway. There's a travelling party of adventurers in town. The people are already calling them heroes, telling tales of their past deeds. Do-gooders like these can be very dangerous. What do you want to do? I don't like constantly picking the top option, but see, if I ignore them, they could become a threat. If I scare them off, they might not fall for it. If I kidnap a princess, then they will definitely come to me. If I challenge them to a duel, they will definitely come for me. So I'll just passively, this is my version of ignoring them, but I'm still doing something about it.
I'll gather information about them.
They're pretty tough, you can't really ignore them. They're led by a brash young paladin. They also have a wizard of some sort, a minstrel bard, a priest of the goddess of war, and a rogue. Wow, this is just like every JRPG. Well, no. What now? Okay. I don't really... I took myself out of all of these options. I don't know. I don't want... I'll try to get rid of them.
I will attempt to scare them off.
At midnight you strafe the village with your breath weapon, Teehee. The common folk panic in the streets, the nobles tremble in the comfort of their warm beds. Unfortunately, instead of scaring off the adventurers, your antics strengthen their heroic resolve. I knew that would happen. The heroes emerge from the local Trevila's Inn. Again, Americans can't spell. Their leader, a brave paladin in shining white armour. Why white? Surely silver. Challenges you to a duel. Well, not actual silver, because that'd be highly impractical, but silver in colour, surely. She is flanked by a wizard of some sort, as well as a priest of the goddess of war, and a bard. I almost misread that as beard, I'm not going to lie. Don't think they'd fall for a trap, but it's worth a shot. I mean, come on, let's do something different.
They're only human. They will easily fall for a trap.
You smash the bridge to smash the bridge. That's like the bridge to a place called Particles? No, smash the bridge to Particles, sending the adventurers what bridge? Turtling to their doom? Well, most of them anyway. Unfortunately, you failed to notice that the rogue slipped into your treasure trove while you were afield. He managed to steal a few trinkets before you returned to your lair. At least he was in a hurry, so you missed most of the really valuable stuff. Infamy increases slightly.
It's no big deal, really. If it means no more pesky heroes, then I'm glad to spend a bit of treasure like this.
You are lounging on your treasure hoard when you hear the sounds of booted feet coming bravely towards your treasure chamber. The gate is that of a goblin, but what goblin wears boots? The creature who enters is bravely walking forward, clearly scared of you, but secure in a notion that he's doing the right thing. He is armed with a small sword, a long knife really, and wears a crude helmet that clearly used to be a kitchen implement. He begins to speak. Like all goblins, his voice is nasal, but he puffs out his chest and begins to speak in important-sounding tones. Just let me scroll down so I can... Okay.
"Oh, great dragon,"
he quavers.
"I am Thokket of this tribe. I have known all my life that I am destined for greatness. Possessed as I am of a noble soul, I have practiced for many months and have mastered the art of martial combat. In your name I wish to ride out on the field of combat and prove my worth as a true hero. One day I shall return with a great treasure to add to your magnificent hoard. Will you grant me your blessing on my quest?"
Because he's just gonna... This isn't really a problem. Like, if he succeeds, then I will get the treasure, and if not, no big deal. I'm not gonna make another Katy Perry reference.
Good.
I think we should at least... I don't know, does that mean fighting him? Fuck it, we'll just...
I'll grant the fool my blessing for what it's worth.
"Thank you, master. I swear I will make you proud of me."
Other than encouragement, are you going to help him along in any way? Yeah, we'll give him some real-ass weapons.
Give him some real-ass weapons? Really? Well, yes, that is what I shall do.
That's generous of you. Maybe your investment in him will pay off someday. Do you want to send him off in a general direction? Well, I don't want to get him to attack anyone, but if he goes to the capital, then people might kill him. I don't know. We'll just see what he does by himself.
He can fend for himself.
Eventually he wanders over to the neighbouring kingdom in search of treasure. He manages to get himself killed, but he does do some damage. He carries a banner of your kingdom and yells your name loudly when he rides out onto the field of battle. This starts something of an international incident. The neighbouring kingdom begins skirmishing with yours. You have not heard the end of this.
Well, fuck.
As the sun climbs high, you bask yourself on a rock near your lair. A group of humans slowly make their way up the slope towards you this day. The humans wear armor, because, yet again, Americans can't spell, and carry weapons, but their weapons are sheathed and they approach respectfully. These are humans you know. Not, these are humans, you know. Because real humans never sheathe their weapons. I mean, come on. As they enter the cleared area of stone that surrounds your lair, the humans kneel before you, recognizing your glory. "O liege," begins the leader, "accept our praise and hear our petition." You incline your head slightly, acknowledging her and indicating that she may proceed. Everyone is female, and this is okay because, representation and stuff. Well, can't scroll all the way down. Oh wait, no, yes I can. Yes I can. What am I doing? "As your magnificence is surely aware, almighty dragon, we are among the knights and lords that hold lands under your magnificence's rule. We bring tribute each year, and now we come to beg a boon of you." The knight pauses. "Our enemies, people like ourselves but with a mighty army, have begun invading your territory. They have looted the less well-defended manors and burdened some of the fields. Burned, not burdened. We are readying to fight them, but your magnificence's assistance would greatly strengthen our hand." One of the other knights interrupts. "They are taking our animals and chattels and destroying the value of our lands. You must aid us." Your nostrils flare and a wisp of smoke puffs out of them. He dares refer to your animals and chattels and lands as his own? A grave insult indeed. How do you respond? Well, let's not be too hasty here. I'm just going to be cool about it.
You mean I'm just going to be cool about it?
Yes, Calemvir, whatever you say. The minor insult the knight has offered you is far too insignificant for you to address, of course, although you are gratified that the lead knight shushes him so quickly. Your disdain increases. The leader of the delegation clears her throat nervously. "Mighty one, will you aid us in our time of need?" Well, all of these are true, but I don't like picking the top option, but
I am honor-bound to defend my vassals. Very well,
you rumble.
You have served me loyally as vassals, and I will punish those who would dare threaten my interests.
Honor and vigilance increase, and I am neither of those things. The humans convene a war council in the area surrounding your lair. You lean in closely to read their tiny human maps, nearly killing several squires. With your support, your minions plan to engage their enemies in a single large field battle. A decisive victory should end the incursions into your territory and set up an effective counterattack. Do you take a role in the centre of battle, relying on your core combat ability, or do you plan on remaining hidden at first and striking from surprise at a point when the enemy is vulnerable? Well, I mean, come on, this is kind of an obvious one. Because if you've got a dragon, you don't want to let them know too... Let them start the battle with their strongest, and then have them blibble down, and then...
Yes, I will remain hidden and strike from surprise once they have blibbled down.
You attack from surprise in the middle of the battle. The enemy responds quickly to your attack and demonstrates impressive discipline, but they're no match for a dragon, and your attack still makes a difference. Your army wins a decisive victory, but the enemy withdraws in good order. You lick your talons and plan the next phase of your attack. Cunning and finesse increase.
Don't even joke about finesseful.
Well, I wasn't going to, Calemvir, don't worry. You fly towards the enemy's territory. You will make them pay for this war with a punitive raid of your own. As you approach, you see an effigy of yourself planted out in a field. The mockery is most cruel, depicting you as a crude beast. Do you destroy the mockery? Come on. Do I look like an idiot? It's quite obviously a trap.
I will leave it be. I'm no fool. And once again, humans, stop taking my lines.
Disdain increases. While it touches at your sense of pride, you know that the effigy is almost surely meant to lure you into an ambush. You have enough disdain for the japes of humans to bypass the trap. Far better to pay them back by sacking their homes.
Damn right.
You fly into the enemy territory. You quickly sack various small towns, collecting a variety of booty for your troubles, but then you fly into a major port city where the real opportunity presents itself. You can smell the rich supply of gold and jewels just waiting to be taken from a major temple, and yet sacking a temple might anger the gods. Well, I don't know if there are any gods in this game, and certainly the people react to incursions into religion, so... well, I mean, they are enemies, but let's play it safe here.
I think I have enough loot without risking angering some gods I've never heard of.
You take as much other wealth as you can gather, but you leave the temple alone. The missed opportunity for gain is outweighed by avoiding future problems. Your wealth goes up, but not as much as it could have. In gratitude for your assistance in the war, your human minions provide you with a particularly large tribute this year. Nice work. Well, that has that sounds like a decent episode to me, so I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and I will see you in the next part of Choice of the Dragon. I forgot how long this game was. I thought it would be done in 3 episodes, but no, this is going to be at least 5, if not 6. Still, I will see you in the next one, and as ever, praise Calemvir.